Well, look who came.
Of course.
Well, come on, sit down. You're here for the interview, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good start. Sorry, it's just most people who come in here looking for a job, they don't look anything like you.
Well, my mom taught me appearances can be deceiving.
Good advice. Speaking of perceptions, do you have any idea what kind of job this is?
Well, the ad said something about lucrative employment and substantial benefits.
Right, but you don't know exactly.
No.
Well, actually, before we continue, I think I should let you in on a little secret.
What?
It's only fair to inform you that if you fail this interview, there's gonna have to be some consequences.
Really? Why?
Well, it's a matter of security. See, you're gonna be privy to some information that absolutely has to stay discreet.
I see. What kind of consequences?
Well, termination is a high probability. Are you willing to continue?
I don't see that I have much choice.
Desperate for employment?
A little, yeah.
That's fine. Well, back to what the job actually is. Let me put it this way. Do you know anything about our criminal underworld?
I did spend some time on the streets when I was younger.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Think bigger.
Really? Like, what are we talking about?
Slow down now. I'm the one asking the questions here.
Sorry.
It's fine. Now, suppose the job you're interested in is a potential spot in, let's just say, a gang. Think mafia type stuff here. Would that turn your interest?
It depends.
On what?
Well, when you've lived your life on the streets, a paycheck starts to seem pretty important.
Well, that's good. That's a good trait to have, a real down-to-business type of guy. I can tell you one thing. The paycheck you would get with us is way better than anything you'd get at, say, a desk job. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds like substantial benefits to me.
That's it. You understand it. That's good. All right, now. I'm just figuring out how to phrase this. Are you at all morally flexible?
Well, as I've mentioned before, I grew up on the streets. And when you grow up on the streets, you see things. The lines between right and wrong, they start to get a little blurred.
And I'm assuming a substantial paycheck might help those lines stay blurred?
Of course.
You know what's funny?
What?
When you first came in here, I never would have thought you would have given the answers you've just given me.
Well, as I said earlier, appearances can be deceiving.
Yeah, I remember. What's going on here?
Sorry, I forgot to warn you earlier about the consequences of this interview.
What are you talking about?
Sorry about that. Just had to clean up.
I can see you did a pretty good job at that. Send in a cleanup team.
Why did you have to move in so early?
Control gave us the go-ahead. They figured you had fished everything out that we needed to pin on them.
Mission accomplished, I guess.
I guess. By the way, all that about you living on the streets, was that true?
Yeah, it is actually.
I could have never guessed that.
Well, I've discovered that some traits are more beneficial than others.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.